Hi, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Alma Cox. I'm so grateful that you're here. It has been a little over 2 months since my last video, and today I want to share some of my reasons for taking a little break, and hopefully this video helps you to make that decision if you are needing a break from something that you've been committed to for a while. I like to think that I'm in constant conversation with the universe, and so I'll be sharing those kinds of thoughts along with a sketchbook page and just the beginnings of a new art series that I've started. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Let me begin by saying my reasons for not making videos for a bit had absolutely nothing to do with you or the community here. I feel so fortunate to receive support and kind comments for what I'm creating here. I've made 105 videos in 2 years. I'm super proud of that. And since the beginning, there has been steady positivity from my audience. So thank you so much. I think many of you can relate to the feeling of overwhelm. In my life, that feeling of having too much on my plate is usually a cue from my soul to take a breath, a day, a week, or even a month or two to reevaluate what my inner life needs. In the past, I had a dramatic experience of reevaluating my work in the corporate world in favor of my soul's direction. It was a very difficult decision that ultimately led to earning a lot less money and moving from my favorite city, but it was worth it to be able to get back to my art and have time for the self-care I needed. I know that having this choice is an absolute privilege, and I don't take it for granted. That experience, though, really tuned me to really being able to listen to the inner cues and to follow my intuition more. So 2 months ago, I had the strong feeling again to let this go, to let something go, and it was this channel. I wasn't sure if it meant indefinitely, but something inside was telling me to trust myself. For 2 weeks, I even felt a little aimless after deciding to stop. But being in tune with my intuition, which is a receptive and feminine energy, I knew that time would show me the way and the answer would come, and it did. Ideas that I'd had on the back burner that I'd put there for when I had more time. I mean, can you relate to that? You know, I'll do it when I have more time, right? We say that to ourselves constantly. But ideas came to the forefront of my attention again, and this time I had to pay attention. I kept hearing strong inner guidance telling me you have to empty in order to fill. So filling up looked like me starting an art series that I'm calling Cozy Art, which if you have followed me here, you know I began painting more rooms and interiors about a year ago, mostly in my sketchbook. For the past 3 years, I had wanted to add oil painting to my experience, so I'm happy to report that this is underway as well. I'm really loving the vibrancy of oils. I was super excited to learn about water-soluble oils, so I'll probably be making a video about them eventually, but I will not commit to it being, in a week or even 2. I just need to go with my own flow right now. The other thing that was on my back burner that I wanted to experience more of is friendships here in Portugal. So I joined an international women's group and I'm super enjoying that. The biggest aha, however, was that I was reacquainted with my Alma rhythm, not to be confused with the more famous algorithm of social media. While I'm super proud of my consistency in posting weekly videos here, I realized that I wasn't being really true to what I need to feel happy and fulfilled. My best videos are the ones when I'm excited to share something with you. These always happen spontaneously. So that is the new direction for me, to be more in tune with my spontaneous soul and to create from that space and that rhythm. This week, I was moved to play in my sketchbook. I grabbed the first few colors that I saw in my bin and I mixed them messily and not so pretty on the page, but I wanted to show you how starting off with this kind of page is a great way to make the next layer on top even more interesting. At least I like to think so. I used acrylic paint for this art. I was inspired by a photo on Pinterest that I changed to reflect my own meaning. In this cozy art, I'm expressing how our inner world has layers, sometimes hallways and doorways that we are constantly called to go through in order to find ourselves, in order to make us whole. We have so many different parts of ourselves that are waiting for us to validate them and love them up. I'm enjoying painting them. It's fun to think about the one in me who likes to escape in books and art. And this is something that I wanted more of. I wanted to be able to relax more and read more books. Or the one who just likes to daydream. Like, it's just the best just to lay on the couch sometimes and let the mind wander, to fun things that I'd like in my future. Or the part of me sometimes who's anxious and just needs that time to lay in bed with her feet up and breathe. I also like to paint the 9-year-old who had so much confidence back then, and sometimes I feel her giving me the stink eye, and she gets impatient when I'm feeling insecure as a grown woman. It's like she's telling me, go get your roller skates on and just do it. Stop making excuses. I haven't always liked to see some of my aspects or admit to them. Well, I'd like to say that I haven't really done a very good job of listening to them in the past, but listening has opened those internal lines of communication and made it so much clearer to understand what I need and how best to give that to myself. So taking a break from YouTube really required me to give myself permission to not live up to some imagined expectation about what anyone would think about my decision. In the past, I would have unkindly overlooked my health and well-being in favor of doing what I thought everyone else thought I should do, or even this idea that I have to, do right by some algorithm so that I could get more likes and, all of that. It's like it's giving my power away to some entity that is outside of myself when really all of the power resides in me. In my life, it has been a pattern for me to prioritize the feelings of others over my own. I'm very aware of it and the importance of honoring my feelings first, especially feelings that are guiding me to feel freer so that inspiration can move in. When it does, I feel so much more enthusiasm in my life. When I feel enthusiasm, I feel like there is abundant time and energy to do the things I love. We are always empowered to edit our lives as we feel is best for our highest good. I hope that you'll take the time if your soul is asking you to listen. It doesn't have to be as dramatic as quitting a job, but maybe just letting something go that doesn't serve you anymore, or even taking a break from something, will give your soul the space it needs to communicate with you. I have found the rewards so worth it. In addition to painting more, I'm having a lot of fun getting back to my ocean swims now that the weather is warmer, and this fills me up at a very deep level. I feel my soul saying a super excited yes inside, and not surprisingly, I'm finding even more time than I believed I had. That's the magic in listening, I think. I started this video by saying that I'm in constant communication with the universe these days, but I want to clarify something about that. I believe the universe is always reflecting where we are on our inner journey. More often than not, the conversation that I'm having with the universe is me saying thank you for the good and abundance in my life. I believe the good that I experience is a result of honoring my needs and feelings and inner guidance first. Sometimes it can feel like we have to fight for that personal time we need, or be particularly brave and risk disappointing others in order to take care of ourselves. But I think that more often than not, the only person that we are battling with is ourselves and the big expectations that we put on our shoulders. Today, I'm suggesting that we begin to ease that load. What small thing can you do today to give yourself time to breathe, or just be, or make art? Thank you again for being here, for listening and for watching. I'm really glad to be back. I'll see you next time, and happy creating.